do some community outreach program. So right now we're doing the financial literacy, fundraising, and entrepreneurship. But we'd like to have other programs that we could cater to, to our community or to youth. So if there's any way that we could bring some, would like to explore more about yours and how we could, and then maybe if we could partner with the city, then we could bring the program to our community.
Okay, Tony, can you explain to her the system that we're using and kind of its application for career workforce?
Digital media arts.
Oh, okay. Digital communication, media arts.
Yeah, and then I just came from San Francisco, and my nephew is working with Autodesk.
Autodesk?
Yeah,
right.
and then she was the software in San Francisco at the Pier 9, and she was responsible of trying to develop the software on the 3D printing and the 3D software.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really really getting a lot of legs.
Yeah.
Autodesk is used within media and entertainment, not only for modeling,
and then,
for 3D modeling,
and then
but
architecture
and also for CGI.
Yeah,
rather than used in digital domain, and use it quite a bit, as well as a lot of the commercial companies.
Yeah, and then they have this 74 cameras, and it will shot you all one time to create a sculpture of you.
Correct. Yeah. Multiple axes.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
cool.
I'm waiting for my little sculpture.
Right.
Yeah. So this is what you do, and then how does it work? Like, how does your program work?
So I'll give you the technical, and I'm going to ask Juliana to actually then explain it if I go too deep in the weeds. Because I sometimes do that.
And I only have a few minutes because I have to go back.
So, okay, well, I'll give you
that's funny.
I'll give you
He's already got down like our whole shtick now.
we make the complex easy. Essentially what this does. So, people are out taking video, and really if you're looking at digital media, the reason why it's popular is it touches people at the heart, it moves them, it inspires them to action. And it's really the way to communicate.
Right. So right now, Facebook has now on your profile. Then it now moves. You have a video now.
And there's no reason. I mean, then you have to ask the question. Okay, why is LinkedIn starting to produce videos? Why is Amazon?
Yeah.
Well, there's obviously money. And people. When you get the picture's great. But video, communication, that interaction, then going forward into virtual reality, augmented reality, all that starts to come into play, all from using these little devices.
So part of the reason this is pervasive is that we've not only entered a time in history where people want to watch what they want to watch, when they want to watch, they also want to tell their own stories, which is why all of these, and they want different profiles, different platforms on which to tell the appropriate story. So maybe for the city of Carson, it would be that Dakar would come and have a community day where we could have open workshops that allow people to ask questions about digital technology that they've been really wanting to ask. Because I think there's people in the community that might feel a little left behind.
And actually, that's what we're
not
trying to
everybody
develop
is
right
as cool
now.
as you and knows what Autodesk is.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But then we're trying to develop maybe some sort of an expo or some sort of that's what you're saying? That the city will now put together as like a technology days or something. Sure. Whatever.
Right. And we're trying to emphasize career development for career placement. So where a lot of people educate people on where technology is going, our emphasis is really trying to get them at the earliest possible age to look at internships.
Yeah.
And so our goal is to try and figure out how to find the employers who are looking to write the requirements for young people who can get the right requirements, the right electives, the right courseware, the right extracurricular.
How can we bring you there? Like what does it
We just
take?
need an invitation. We'd love to talk to you guys
But then
about.
how can we want it to be not just one time, but it's like more sustainable?
That's something we sit down and have a conversation, and we really want to understand what are your goals and objectives, and then make sure you understand how we're all coming together,
Right.
what we have to offer, and see where those synergy points are. And it sounds like they're there.
Yeah, are you a nonprofit or are
Yes,
you
we're 501c3.
501c3? So do you like if a community are wanting the programs that you have? So what does it take? Like,
Well,
do we have?
and so to make sure also you understand, so Kevin is the genius behind our media. And we're volunteering our time. Because we believe in the vision and the cause and see the value.
Okay.
I'm a designer, technology designer, so I design these systems for use, but for digital communication, for video productions, and I've worked with Fortune 500 studios productions. So everyone that's there has a full-time job of what they're doing, but they're just getting and paying forward.
Okay.
Right. So the program is tied together through mentorship.
Great.
Not just mentoring the students, but mentoring the program so we can be a better utility for how to share information about where not only technology is going, but where the job's going.
Okay, so now can you, because I could bring the player, but who are the players that you need in order to make it happen? So if I knew that, then we could come together, so then we could make it happen for sure in my city. And I have the technology commission that will be backing me. So the first thing is I will be inviting you to come to our meeting so that we could discuss this further. And then but before we come in, we already have to be like do the other things and how we could make it happen. In other words, once it's presented, we already got the go signal from all the rest, and then then if we could have the program going in our
Right. In a perfect world, we'd like to sit down with you first before we go over a draft of what we could submit to the charge that you have, as well as some of the objectives that are the overall objectives for the city. So
what I can do is we'll be meeting next week. Our technology commission is meeting next week, but maybe we meet with the officers, the chairman and all, so that we could start talking. And then, because I don't know if I could, they have to look into it. And then once you get a buy-in, then we present it to the commission, present it to the rest, and then we'll get it going.
well, on the fly, we definitely want to be able to be part of the conversation about where technology is going for municipalities. But again, we're going to be focused on how, well, not just youth, but just career workforce development.
And where does that go? And so how does that attract into Carson? Where does that fit in with your goals and objectives of what you're wanting to create for?
And I'm very much interested about trying to develop people to be in the industry. Because we are with the Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So we're the Chamber.
Well, and personally, I love you guys to go ahead and start using the system.
Yeah, I would like to. Is this like free system? Or is it like how much is the system?
What's really wonderful about the system is that it is simple enough for anyone who's ever messed around with their Facebook profile, who's ever taken a photo. If you've ever taken a photo and uploaded it to your Facebook, you can create a story with this system.
So this is the
I think that someone was
So what do we
taking care of their website.
Let's see it exactly. Take a picture. What would you press? If you want to take a picture. Yeah, I'd say so too.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do is I don't have the graphics here yet, but you're going to select file. Is it pulling from existing, or you want to use the camera and take something new?
Take photo or choose existing?
I say take photo.
Yeah, because I don't have an existing.
Right. Now, you know this?
I have a selfie now.
Right. So there's a photo. There's a camera. So you want to take a video? City of Carson! Woo!
With me photobomb.
So there it is. I want to use it. And now I'm going to say City of Carson.
She represents the City of Carson's Technology Commission.
Nice. Upload file. Now what it just did is it uploaded that, streamed it, encrypted it, and stored it to the location that's protected.